How many designs will Google's next reported watches come in? Stein/CNET Google and Qualcomm are working on a next generation of smartwatches that should be arriving this fall, and more possible details continue to arrive during this year's Google Developer Conference. Google is expected to finally make its own watch through its internal hardware division, or its own watches, according to the latest report from German tech site winfuture.de. 3 watches, codenamed Ling, Triton, and Sardine, could be differently sized, like Apple's 38mm and 42mm watches. Or, maybe one has cellular, and others don't, much like the Apple Watch Series 3. The report says the watches will have GPS, LTE and VoLTE support, and some, or all, will have heart rate sensing and the ability to detect stress levels. It's easy to imagine there will be different watch models, and considering how smartwatches work for sizing and features, that would be expected. How different the models are, or how Google decides to differentiate them, will be the interesting part. LG made 2 different showcase Android Wear watches a year ago, the Sport and the Style, which emphasized heart rate, GPS and phone calls in one model and more slimline basic functions in the other. Maybe Google will consider a similar split in its upcoming watches this fall. Google declined to comment on the report. The coolest things we saw at Google I/O, all our coverage of this year's developer conference. Google Assistant could become the most lifelike AI yet. Experimental technology called Duplex, rolling out soon in a limited release, makes you think you're talking to a real person.